We have a whole massive 14 minutes of my special guest. She's finally here. She finally made it. She finally could be bothered to get out of her bed and get down to the studio.
You tried it.
She goes by the name of
Wyen Solo.
She's in the building. How you feeling? Hot?
A little bit hot.
You're here with a little fan like on your face. Is that even doing anything? I've seen them fans before. They do nothing.
It's helping. It's better than sitting here with nothing. Trust me.
Which is fair enough. Okay. Okay. So we need to cram in as much as we possibly can into the next 14 minutes.
Let's cram.
Including 2 tracks of yours.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me more about yourself. Who is Wyen Solo? Why the name?
Wyen Solo.
I always say Wyen. Sorry, Wyen.
Everybody
I always say
says
that.
Wyen.
But I know different. I always do it. Sorry. So Wyen Solo.
My mum made up my name.
What does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I suppose now it means like R&B chocolate goddess or something. I don't know.
Obviously, sound a bomb for that. But does it? So is that your stage name? Is that your real name?
It's my real name. I added solo because I'm a solo singer.
Oh, okay, fine enough. Were you ever in a group?
Never.
How comes? Girls always start off in a group and they have the argument about who's going to be the Beyonce of the Destiny's Child.
I was a born Beyonce, darling.
Okay.
You know? Bomb that.
It's going to be one of them days. Right, okay, so when did you start singing? How old are you? School days?
I've been singing from school, yeah.
Yeah?
Been singing from school professionally since I was about 17.
Okay, all right. So where are you from originally, like in terms
I'm from East London, but I grew up in Leeds.
Okay.
And then I moved back to London in 2005.
Okay. Because like from your social media,
Yeah.
it seems that maybe you grew up like abroad because you do a lot of work abroad by the looks of it. How much time do you spend abroad? And is it all, is it family stuff? Is it singing stuff? Like, why are you?
No, I travel just for music.
Really?
Yeah.
You do a lot of traveling by the looks of it, or maybe you just make it look that way because you're good on the gram.
No, if I was good on the gram, I'd have more than 3,000 followers, babe.
Well, you got double mind, so it's all right. You're doing good. So why are you always abroad then? Like, why do you spend so much time?
Because I've worked hard on my music, so I just create my own opportunities now.
Yeah.
And I can't limit myself just to the UK.
Yeah.
Once I started getting airplay, Australia, America, France, I just started like liaising with promoters, stuff like that, and just like really putting myself out there.
So do you prefer to? So do you go there to perform? Do you go out there to create? Do you go there for everything?
All of the above, yeah. I mean, I just came back from my promo tour, which I did in New York.
Yeah, we saw that
when I released the album.
Yeah.
2 of my producers are American from New York.
Okay.
So I was out there in February recording.
Okay.
But they've just shown me love, like I've done TV, radio, magazines. So they've shown me love, and the work's there. I like to work. I genuinely enjoy working. So.
Well, it's not work when it's something you enjoy, right?
Well, this is exactly it. Yeah. Like.
So what are you doing out there? So when you go, for example, you went out into America. Was it New York? You said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were. How long were you out there for the last time?
This last time, 6.5 weeks.
6.5 weeks?
Yeah.
That's a long promo.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was crazy because every time I go to New York, I end up extending. So
how long was your original ticket for?
I had a one-way.
Oh, really?
I don't book returns.
Really?
No.
Wow.
I don't want to limit myself. I know I can be there for 3 months legally, so.
Do you have a day job?
I am my day job.
Because you can't have a day job and be doing that.
Here's the thing, and I don't want to sell nobody a dream.
Talk about it.
Yeah, you do have to have a day job. I worked in healthcare for 3 years, and I loved my job, but it made me very complacent and lazy.
In terms of,
I made very good money. I worked stupid hours.
Yeah.
I didn't want for anything.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm not in the studio. All of a sudden, I'm not reaching out to radio DJs. Because I'm making bags a month.
Yeah.
When you don't have bags a month, what are you going to do?
She said bags.
He'll tell you, I was working from like 6:30 in the morning till 12 at night.
But why are we doing so much?
Because I don't do well with free time.
Right, okay.
I've never been good with free time.
So then why couldn't you mix and match? If you don't do well with free time, why can't you do your normal 8 hours like a normal human being and then take the rest of the 16 hours, whatever it might be, and go to the studio?
Because I feel like, if I'm honest, I was scared. Because a lot of people have seen me now that things have started to pick up. I've been doing this now full on since 2011. And it's
only... Is that when you quit your healthcare job?
No. I quit my healthcare job 2 years ago.
Okay.
because I felt like I was ready.
Okay.
But you got to remember, when I came in the game, everybody was putting down R&B. R&B weren't cool. You're not going to blow off R&B. I am a legit R&B chick. So I think I got a bit shook. And then I hold my hands up and say, I stayed in a comfort zone of a monthly wage. My bills are paid. I'm traveling and going away with my family until I missed being Wyen.
But you know what? They probably were right in saying that. Yeah. Do you think so? At the time?
Here's the thing. I feel like this whole R&B movement, you know, it's coming back up now. And
no. So that's what I said, at the time.
At the time.
Because at the time, so how long ago was this?
When I'll say like 2012.
2012. So at the time, there was space for one.
Yeah.
Literally, there was space for one.
Yeah.
Whether it be a JLS or a Damage or a Ultimate Chaos, whoever it was, there was space for one and one only. That was it.
It's true.
One in, one out.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. So if you're a legitimate R&B, not pop R&B, straight up R&B, chances are you're not going to make it. It's 1 in a million.
And I feel that, but my thing was, what changed my mind was all these execs and these people are telling me I'm not making it, but you're calling me to write for your artist. Yeah. You're calling me to sing backup for your artist. So then eventually
you can make it up as a backup,
I'm not a backup chick. Do you feel me?
For that.
So that's why I took the money I made from healthcare and decided to say, do you know what? I'll invest in myself.
Holla.
I'm gonna create, and you know, when everyone's like, oh, you're always traveling, yeah, it is a blessing, it's a great thing, but it's because literally I had to use my head and say, you're not counting me out, I'm not gonna allow it. So, you know, it was a minute that I've been doing it on my own before people got on board, but I've got a song called Patiently Waiting, so there we go.
When you were working all the hours that God sends, were you working with the idea, you know what, I'm just going to do all this now, burn myself out, get this money, and I'm leaving and that's it, I'm gone? Or was it just...
Not in the beginning, but I've always, regardless of when I was doing music, when I was doing healthcare, I've always had one goal.
Yeah.
And I make music and do the Wyen stuff now. It's for my future family.
Yeah.
So when I was working then, I was just thinking like, I'm preparing myself to be a wife, be a mum. But then I literally missed my career like you miss your partner. So then I just was like, you know what? I'm here singing to these elderly people. Let me get my ass in the studio.
Oh, you were singing on awards?
I used to sing to my girls and play them old songs that I made.
And none of them were like, leave me alone. Like,
do you know what? It was one of them, God rest her soul. Like, she was like, you should be on the telly.
Really?
You're better than these girls on the... And I was like, do you know what?
What's your morphine at the time?
You tried my entire life. Okay? Don't do that to me.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just asking.
No, she was a really sweet old lady. And if a 94-year-old could find, like, she thought I was talented, that was enough for me.
Yeah. No, I hear that. We are running so low on time. I'm only going to play one of your tracks and I'll do it at the very end because I want to get through quite a lot. Yeah. I don't want to stick to one subject too long. So you were in New York for 6 months. 6 weeks, sorry. What did you do in that 6 weeks?
In the 6 weeks, I released my album, Hennessy.
And where do you stay, by the way?
I rent an apartment.
Okay, you got money, right? Money, innit? Shh. Balling. Let's talk afterwards.
I released the album Hennessy and Rose Petals. I had my album listening party.
Yep.
I did a lot of press.
Just in New York.
Yeah.
I have no idea how big New York is.
New York's huge. Yeah. Literally, like, I don't know how people do US tours so quickly.
Yeah.
Because I've been to New York 9 times.
Yeah.
And there's still so much I haven't seen.
Yeah. Okay.
But I did a lot of press. I did a lot of shows. I won an award. Shout out to Grind or Starve.
I saw that. Yeah.
I won Best Female R&B.
What was that for again? Remind me.
Grind or Starve. They're like an urban showcase, and they've started their own award show.
Okay. Out in America.
Yeah, they do.
So how did you qualify for that initially, and how were you nominated?
I was on the Hot 97 show, I think, last year with DJ Drewski.
Okay. How did you get on there?
Just being great. And yeah, from there, like, I mean, I've really plugged myself in America. I'm not in the house much when I'm there.
Yeah.
So your name gets about, and they really do support talent out there.
Yeah.
And
do they find you a bit of a novelty being that you're from the UK?
I mean, I hold my hands up and say I know that it's my accent that gets me through the door, but it's my talent that gets me the meeting.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't deny that, like, play on that fact if you need to.
No, yeah, exactly. 100%.
Because it's something new to them. But I've built great relationships with people out there. And, I was at home and I saw I was nominated. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah. That's all right. So how many people were nominated with you?
6.
6. And how did they feel when they lost?
One of them.
Did you know any of the 6, by the way?
I did. I knew one of them.
Yeah.
And she congratulated me. Yeah. We're fans of each other.
Yeah. Is she American?
Yeah. They were all American.
Okay. And the Brit come and just took the game.
She came. She conquered. She left. Mm-hmm. No. I don't think all of them were happy for me, but I'm on Facebook Live, so I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. Next question, please.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Well, hold on a minute. No, let's not leave it at that. Let's find out some more.
No, because I think, she has a following there. She has a big following there.
I think we should air it out so that you two can make up and be friends again.
No, I don't want to be your friend. I'm not here for that. I got friends.
Fair enough.
At the end of the day, I didn't go there to win. Yeah. I didn't expect, and that's just the God's honest truth. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to win. Yeah. Okay. But I could see that some people weren't so happy, but that's okay. Okay. Because in my eyes, it's like, we all won. We were nominated. Mm-hmm. I was gassed that I was nominated and I got to perform. So when he called my name, I looked at my mum like...
Oh, your mum was there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Did mum go everywhere with you?
Yeah, I travel with my mum just because she lives in the country. So any chance I get to take her with me when I'm travelling, I do so we can spend time together. Yeah,
that's good. That's nice.
Yeah, she's a great support system, man.
So you had your launch out in New York?
Yeah.
But nothing here in Leeds or London?
No. But we definitely celebrated the album this weekend gone. I just did Leeds Pride.
Did Leeds Pride, to talk about that?
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
I know you are.
I've never felt so happy in my life. I know some people think it's corny, but like I said, I've been doing this a long time.
So how did you get to perform at Leeds?
They reached out.
Was it called Leeds Pride?
Leeds Pride.
They reached out to you?
Yeah.
Okay, and they said, so where have they heard it? Do you ever ask, like, how have you heard of me? Like,
I don't care.
You don't care? Fair enough. All right. So they reached out to you and said, listen, we'd love to have you perform.
Yeah.
Were there different stages or was it just one stage?
There was 2 big stages.
Okay.
So there's 2 main stages, one for the morning parade and the afternoon parade. I was on the afternoon parade.
So were you actually on a moving bus or was it an actual
No, I was
stage?
on the stage was huge, babe.
Okay.
When I got on stage at first, I froze for like maybe 12 seconds.
Yeah. Was this the biggest audience you performed in front of?
40,000 people. Mm-hmm. I never in my life thought, especially not now.
Yeah.
My album's a month old. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got on the stage and I was like, I can do this. And I bust the corner and I was like, can't do it. But I turned and I saw my mum looking at me like, I dare you.
Did your knees give way?
A little bit. Yeah. But I just drank some water. I was like, come on, Wyen, man.
Do you get nervous before you perform it normally anyway?
Every show.
Do you? How do you feel? Is it your stomach? Is it your heart?
Everything. I cry. I throw up.
Have you cried on stage
I've got really bad stage fright.
It's crazy.
Really bad stage. I have since I was a little girl.
So if you get a stage fright like that on a normal little show that you might be in, like a Camden Assembly or whatever, how did you cope with the 40,000 open air?
It's them. It wasn't me. It was them. I get why.
Is that a real thing? You're feeding off the energy?
On my life. Now I get it. Why artists? It was them.
Yeah.
When you look out and you see all these faces dancing, singing your song that they don't know.
Yeah.
You could have paid for that studio session from benefits.
Yeah.
To see them singing it, are you really gonna let them down?
Yeah.
You're gonna show out.
And they knew your music?
I couldn't believe it. They were singing. It was nuts. Like, best day ever. I went home and I was crying like a baby.
Have you got footage of it?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Is it your own footage or is it from the event?
I've been sent fan footage, but I've got professional footage that I'll be dropping next week. Good. So
keep that.
We just got loads of editing to do. We just come back from the south of France. We shot the video.
You went to France, so you went to America, then you were performing in Leeds. Now you've gone to France.
No, we went to France for like 2 days to shoot the video for Patiently
Waiting. Fly there?
Yeah, it's a quick flight.
How much money do you have?
Not a lot, babe.
Anymore?
No, do you know what it is? My mum's run businesses since I was little.
Are you a hustler?
Don't ask me things like that on air. They're looking for a reason to bring me down, bruh.
Yeah, I'm going to give him one. Let's find out what you're doing.
No, I'm super legit. I don't hit no poles. I don't sell nothing. Right, okay. I'm just very I come from a very business-minded woman. Mm-hmm. So I'm very good with money and I invest my money wisely.
Big up mummy.
Big up my madness. No chargey.
Right, I'm going to have to wrap it up. But I want to talk about your project that you've got out and about now.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Hennessy and Rose Petals.
Where is it available?
It's everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes.
How many tracks on it?
11.
And you said some of the producers are from
Mellow Beats.
America.
Yeah. Shantae Broadway, American. Got Xavier Black on there.
Xavier Black, very familiar to the people that listen to this show.
Definitely.
Who else from the UK?
Jay Castle, Darge Jordan.
Okay. And how do you team up with these producers? Do you have a preferred selection of producers, or do you try out different people?
I handpicked everyone. I researched them online.
Uh-huh. Had you worked with them all before?
No.
Or not? Okay.
None of them.
Oh, none of them?
None of them.
Okay. So how did you know?
Because I took time to listen to what they were doing. I knew the type of album I wanted to put out. Okay. Everyone was telling me, now you should do an EP.
Yeah.
Don't want to do an EP. I'm putting the pressure on myself for an album.
Personally, I don't even believe in EPs.
Do you know what it is?
I think it's pointless.
It really is. If you're going to do it,
no.
do it.
I'm saying, from a different perspective, I'm saying even worse than an album. I don't think an album's worth the time of day either. Yeah. In this day and age, and I think an EP.
Just singles.
Just singles.
But the thing is, though, do you know what it is? I've done singles.
Yeah.
And it's been great.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a body of work because I've really evolved as a woman.
Okay, yeah.
And I wanted people to see that, and I've evolved as an artist. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, it taught me that I had to be a businesswoman to put it all together. Yep. So,
how long did it take, start to finish?
Spent about 18 months on it.
18 months?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I was really getting on everyone's
That's more than a year.
Yeah.
Do the maths.
I travelled back and forth. I was really picky. I changed things a gazillion times. I'm surprised anybody's still talking to me. Yeah. But I was right in the end. It's great to see people enjoying, and it's not like you said pop R&B. Yeah. It's it's legit R&B. Yeah. So,
what do you think about the R&B scene now? Talking about.
I mean, I feel like it's being a bit forced, if I'm honest. Mm-hmm.
Do you really? Why?
I really do. I feel like it's gone from nobody cared to everybody's UK R&B all of a sudden.
Okay.
And I feel like don't force it because there's enough talent around.
When you say force it,
it's just being overdone so quickly. It's gone from not having one DJ really that you could send your music to if you made R&B to everybody's got an R&B show and everybody's putting on an R&B showcase. I remember the only shows I did back in the day were I Love Live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now it's every time I open Instagram, I feel like don't force it because you don't want people to think it's a gimmick because it's not.
Because other people complain to me and say, oh, you should do an R&B show because there's no R&B shows.
They're coming now, and I mean I've noticed that in the last few months. Yeah. I've noticed, and there's people who I've never heard of who are claiming that they're the R&B connoisseurs, and I'm like, okay,
but that's a good thing though. Right, I'm gonna have to wrap it up because we've run out of time because somebody was late. I don't want to say who. You.
And I apologize. I will be back. I'm inviting myself back.
Wow. Okay.
And I will be on time.
Yeah, well, I believe that when I see it.
He tried it.
The funny thing is, you said this morning. I'm just gonna out.
No, don't do that. Let's. Right. So my album Hennessy and Rose Petals is out now, guys. It's amazing. I hope you enjoy it. Shout out to everyone that's been enjoying it so far. Lukan, give the people some music and don't want me.
What track shall I play?
Let's give them the album title, Hennessy and Rose Petals.
Okay, talk to me about it. Tell me about this. Why did you entitle this album by this name?
Because I was in a relationship, and it had the ups and downs. And it was the downs were never terrible. It was that, oh my God, I drank too much Hennessy and my head hurts bad. But then we had really beautiful moments. And I laid in a bed full of rose petals waiting for him to come through.
Did he come through?
Oh, of course he came through.
Listen, thank you very much for your time. Look, we will do it again, okay?
100%.
Next time, be on time.
I'll be early.
Bye.
I'ma lay up in this bed full of rose petals, waiting for you to come through. Vicky secrets all over my body, baby. Tonight you know what we're gonna do.